Yo, what's up guys, Marv from Wandering Souls. Back with a new video, this time completely different video, no collection update, but something really different. You guys that entered the competition of the 150 subs, they had to make us add some questions beneath the video to enter the competition, enter the giveaway, and that's what they did. And I think now it's time to answer those questions. So yeah, let's do that. First question is by Rob, also known as Black Star Final. He says, congrats my man, thank you for the congrats. And yeah, his questions are: what is your most prized possession, not family or friend related? Yeah, probably my house, and otherwise on the second place it's probably my music collection. I think that is the way you want to go with that question. Hope that answers your question, Rob. How many albums are in your collection? At the moment, I just gave it a look on Discogs because I have the most stuff I have on Discogs. Vinyl and tapes are on my list. Only a few vinyl not, because they are not added right now to Discogs, but probably will soon in the future. There are about 4, I think. And CDs are not all on Discogs. I'm still adding stuff to my list on Discogs, but right now I've got 1141 CDs on Discogs, 92 tapes, and I have 441 vinyl records. That's are the numbers of my collection. Thank you for asking the stuff, Rob. Really appreciate it. On to Cloudy Milder, Andy. He says, congratulations on the 150. You will get many more. Thanks, Andy. Definitely hope so, but you never know what happens. But I'm really fun and proud of myself that I reached 150. So I never had expected that when I started the channel. I thought maybe 40, 50 or something. So I'm really stoked to have more than 150. So thank you. Questions. Do you go to many gigs? Yeah, depends what is many. I go less to gigs than I used to. I was a teenager. I would probably almost go every weekend, so like 3 or 4 times a month to a gig. Now that I live on my own, stuff got more expensive and stuff. It get a bit less, like 5 to 6 gigs in a year or something like that in that area. So yeah, it's for some people it's many, but I got way more when I was younger. But yeah, shit happens, life goes on, and I still enjoy the gigs that I go to. So yeah, that's the most important thing, I think. But thank you for asking this question. Do you prefer big stadium type gigs or festivals or small venues? I do enjoy big stadium gigs and festivals, but my preference lies on the small venues. Yeah, I like that atmosphere more, and it's not too crowdy. So I like more small venue gigs actually. What band do you want to see live that you haven't seen already? Want to see a lot of bands, but my favorite bands I haven't seen are Napalm Death and My Dying Bride, and Draconian. But Draconian I'm gonna see live in January. So Napalm Death and My Dying Bride, on the other hand, I could have seen them in the past a few times, but it never happened actually. I don't know why, but I really want to see those bands. Probably not the bands you thought I was gonna mention. But yeah, they are some of my favorite bands, so I want to see them sometime in the future. Yeah, my cat is throwing up, so I have to clean up that later. Anyways, yeah, probably still a lot of bands, but that are a few that I want to see still from my favorites. I hope that answers your question, Andy, and thank you for your questions. James McEwen asked some questions as well. Yeah, it says, wow, there are some top tier titles in this giveaway. I would be stupid to not to try. Yeah, thank you for trying. That's all I can say. I really appreciate you took the time to try it. And yeah, thank you for your questions, which do you like better, Judas Priest or Iron Maiden? I like both bands, but yeah, my preference lies with Maiden. I grew up with those guys, also with Priest, but Maiden is my favorite band, so I definitely choose for Maiden. Then a really funny question: do you like pickled wieners? Not kidding about the pickled wiener question. I seen them at the bar all the time, and last night I decided to try one. Cut it into thirds. Three of us tried it, and nobody actually liked it enough to ever try it again. I could imagine, but I like the question. I actually never tried, so I don't know. That's all I can say, but a really interesting question, James. So yeah, I hope it answers your question. Yeah, pretty nice questions so far, so thank you for all. Lip Balm Death also had some questions. What is your favorite Nuclear Blast release? Well, I have not one in particular, but I really like the stuff they have released in the past the most, actually. Kind of old school stuff for me. Bands like Defecation, Purity Delusion, Sinister Across the Sticks, Revenant, Prophecies of a Dying World, Incubus, Beyond the Unknown, Gorefest with Falls. That kind of releases, that are my favorites from Nuclear Blast. The early Hypocrisy material, stuff like that. That's the stuff I like from Nuclear Blast the most. I also like some newer stuff, but yeah, I had to make a decision, right? So that's is what I'm answering. What was the first metal album you ever purchased, CD or vinyl? The first thing I started with cassettes, but I didn't have metal then yet. So the first thing metal I bought was on CD probably. That has to be Iron Maiden, the debut album Iron Maiden, or No Prayer for the Dying. That's probably one of the two. Was the album I bought first metal for metal wise, early 90s. It was then. So yeah. What's your favorite label? Yeah, I don't have really one favorite label. I like a lot of labels: Iron Bonet, Nuclear Blast, Caesar Mist, Napalm Records, Iron Bonet, or did they say that? I don't know. A lot of stuff I like. I don't know. I don't really have. I like Relapse, Earache, Roadrunner, the old material Roadrunner. I really like. A lot of stuff I like, so don't have really one specific favorite label. So yeah, sorry. What music genre do you listen to the most? Yeah, last year's probably mostly death or black metal. That's the most stuff I like, and next to that I listen to a lot of other stuff: heavy metal, rock, punk, you name it. But that for black metal I listen to the most. I don't say that's my favorite genre specific, but I really like that to listen to the most. Like to lose my energy into that. I really like doom metal as well, and thrash metal and heavy metal and whatnot. But yeah. What was the first metal show you ever went to? Yeah, probably in my local venue where I lived at the time, in the western part of the Netherlands. I don't know actually, probably an obscure death metal band or something like that in my local venue. I've seen a lot of stuff from halfway 90s to later in the 2000s, so I really couldn't recall first gig, however, I really recall, but I don't think you could consider that band metal, so yeah. Have you ever got so trashed you passed out at a show? No. I really want to feel the music, look at the band here, yeah, and enjoy myself. Not that I'm not drinking. I do drink some beers and stuff like that, but I never drink that much that I passed out at a show or something, or much too much that I. No, actually not. At one time I was really drunk. Afterwards, when I came out, was inside there was nothing wrong, but as soon as I got outside, it was to the way home. I passed out a bit for a few minutes or so, but you never got so trashed. I passed out of the show. No, actually not. So yeah. Hope that answers your questions, Lip Balm. Thank you for your questions. Last two from last two people. Second to last is Classy Lonnie Metal asked, congrats on the summer 50 subs, nice styles in this giveaway. No, thank you, Lonnie. Thank you for the congrats and stuff like that. What's the inspiration behind the name of your channel? Well, that's a really good question. Nobody actually asked me that in the past, so really interesting to answer that. Yeah, for me, I really found the name Wandering Souls really cool. It has a kind of creepy and cool feeling to it. For me, it sounds a bit like a song for a metal band or something. Really kind of cool. And I was thinking for that metal web scene and thought it really would fit. Has darker meaning also. Dark souls and spirits, yeah, are floating around this earth. Everybody knows that they are there. But some people don't believe in it, but some people know that exists, but I didn't give a fuck or don't mention it. I could compare it to Spirit and Ghost in this case with some metalheads. Everybody knows that they are there. The metal music is there, but the mainstream people didn't give recognition or credit to that genre. The whole thing there is bullshit, and yeah, I don't think metal is bullshit actually. It's my favorite genres, of course, but yeah, I think metal deserves more recognition than there is already. Yeah, it's a shame that people don't look farther than what they know, if they want to know. Referring to the spirits and ghosts, I definitely think they are there. Not that I'm really spiritual or anything, but yeah, there's definitely proof you can find on the internet that they are really actually there. Yeah, and nobody gives knowledge to them, and it's a bit the same as with metalheads. Metalheads are actually the floating, for me, are the floating souls that walk among the music public, the wandering souls in that part, and that kind of band be thinking to get that name and keep it that way. Mysterious dark name, and yeah, looking a bit for recognition, and that's what I also try to do with my web scenes: promote bands and give them more recognition to the bigger public, also to the metalheads, but also to outside the public. Just give a more look to other genres and learn to appreciate it, and don't say immediately from for I don't like this shit, this is crap and whatever. Just give the listen, good listen, learn what they want, what a band wants to say with their songs and whatnot. And if you don't like it, fine with me. But I see a lot of people that misjudge metal a lot. And don't get me wrong, people, metalheads, really, some metal bands can really play very well. So I don't say pop musicians can't, but for my part, I think metal bands put more effort in, give it more layers, play more difficult, going farther than the standard stuff. Yeah, that's what I think about it. Maybe a really weird story for inspiration for a web scene. But yeah, I just want to promote bands, and for me, the bands are the wandering souls of this metal music community in total. Like the black sheep thing, you could see that a bit. So yeah, that's why I wanted. Why a bit I chose the name of Wandering Souls. I hope it answers your questions. It was a really weird story for some people, but that's how I see it. Maybe I'm weird, I don't know, but that's what I think. What are some of your favorite labels and distros right now? A lot, actually. I ordered a lot of stuff. New Era Productions, Iron Bonehead, Dark Descent, Zwaardgevecht, Crystal Blood Records, Eisenwald, Hell Thrasher. A lot of stuff, actually. So yeah, definitely don't have really one favorite. A lot of favorites. I ordered a lot of places. Just where I can find a certain release that I want to have, there I order it. So mostly I try at the label themselves or the musicians themselves to order it, that so they get all the income from that. But sometimes shipping is getting in the way, and of course I'm trying to order it then at European distros, because I could everything order in the States or China or whatever, but yeah, shipping is getting in the way, man. I don't want to pay 20 euros or 15 or 20 euros shipping for only one thing. That's ridiculous. Yeah, if I order labels from overseas, I try to order more stuff, but yeah, it's not always the case. But if something you can get it here in Europe, and I have to, most of the time I try to add some more, but yeah, you never know. Most of the time I order stuff in from distros and labels in Europe, but yeah, that's the answer to your question, I hope. Not one favorite, but multiple labels. Yeah, thank you for your questions, Lonnie. Really appreciate it, and really nice that you contributed to this giveaway. Really appreciate it. Last one, the winner of the giveaway. Still, congratulations, dude. Hope the package will arrive in one piece and soon, and hope that you enjoyed the material I sent you. Yeah, only one question actually. What was your first concert and how old were you? My very first concert was in 1995. When I was 14 years old. I went with my brother and some friends of his to a venue in Rotterdam, which is actually a big element, big hall. It's not actually a concert thing. They organize a lot of stuff there. Also some tennis tournaments and other stuff. But at that day, there was a concert. I think it was in autumn of '95 somewhere. Could be wrong on that, but it was in '95. I know for sure. It was Rainbow actually. Richie Blackmore's Rainbow. With the Strangers in Us All lineup performing there. Really enjoyed the gig, really fantastic experience, first gig. Yeah, I was 14, so I was really stoked to see finally a band live. So yeah, really good experience, and yeah, still remember it the day. Yeah, it was yesterday, man. They played a lot of stuff from the past, man, on the Silver Mountain, Catch the Rainbow, and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed it. Also, some stuff from Stranger in Us All, like Ariel and stuff like that. But yeah, really great performance. Amazing gig. Yeah, later on, the second concert I remember, I think it was Vengeance in Stiedrecht, in a small cafe, and support act was Exist, so I still remember that. So that was also a really cool gig. And later on, I went to see other metal bands and stuff like that in the local venues and stuff. But yeah, these were really nice times to really get the feeling and the atmosphere on live gigs, and see actually the band perform the songs live. So it's really cool. And yeah, first gig was still a special place in my heart. Really want to thank my brother Arjan for that. That he took me to that gig. Yeah, really great stuff. That's it actually. That were the questions. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a bit lengthy video right now. Already passing 23 minutes. But thank you for all your questions, guys. I really appreciate it. And hope you enjoyed this video for a bit. And hope to see you guys with the next one. And thank you, take care, and have a nice day.